Let's hope I don't mess this up. This is Black and the Black Tide. It's your boy Blue coming to you straight from the stack of Hayward. Smoking out fam with that dank shit. On my far left, mixing up on the 1 and 2 is Rotos.
Hey, so usually I don't ask for anything from listeners, but if you happen to pray or just give good thoughts, send it my way and Kay's way, because we're going to go through some significant shit in the next couple days that might affect the podcast for the next week or so. So, yeah, I'll explain it after things are done. Hopefully things will go okay, but yeah, could be kind of shitty. There you go.
All right, oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Well, I was gonna follow that with something completely different, but that was actually pretty kind of heavy. So
Sorry.
I mean, I had to do. I kind of wish Blue had to start with me, but I was gonna say, jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my intro, but as you can tell, Prodigy isn't here. He's on the run from Zuckerberg. He's trying to get laid off too.
more food is. I told him.
Shut up, fire, brother.
He owes Zuck money.
Yeah, for reals. Oh man,
it's like he needs to get his metaverse money. He's like, yo, I'm getting it from somebody.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, Blue, your camera done died.
Yeah, hopefully I don't drop off real quick. I'm gonna pause my camera. There we go. I have camera issues.
Yeah.
But no, so Kronos, you have some stats for us.
I do have the stats. Listener of the week would be Irwin. Thank you very much, Irwin, for listening. Definitely appreciate it.
Steve Irwin? Isn't that guy dead?
Yeah, it's definitely not Steve Irwin. That's actually his name. It's actually the way it's spelled is maybe it's Irwan. I don't know. It's Erwan, so it could be Irwan. I could have fucked that all up. I won't say your last name, but you know how your name is spelled. So
shout out to you. Thank you very much for listening.
And first in the chat is nobody yet, because we're on CP time almost always. Sorry.
I mean,
but not sorry.
You should already know.
Yeah, you already know.
I already know.
Hey, if we were a bigger podcast, I would make more of an effort to be on time. 100%.
If we were a bigger podcast, these episodes would be pre-recorded.
No, I mean we still do it
live ones.
Yeah, we still do it live.
We'd have probably less live ones. We probably have more fanfare and more production value.
Yeah,
podcasts.
I mean 100% more production value, but we still do it live because people like the live stuff.
Indeed. Oh yeah, no one is in there. Okay. Blue.
All right. Oh no, you have some frothy out liquor for us. As far as you would say. But let's keep it classy. Let's add a little bit of champagne to this mix.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Is that banana?
Yeah, bananaversary from other half.
Wait, is that what is that? Is that a liqueur?
It's a beer wine? By other half.
Yeah, that does not look like a beer. It looks like
I thought it was wine.
Yeah, it looks like wine or like one what's that shit? Alizé.
Oh, yeah, I'm not drinking Alizé. Oh shit, it's 50% alcohol though.
I know. That's what I was like.
That's a wine.
Yeah, it's an imperial stout, aged 16 to 24 months in bourbon barrels, with wild Thai banana, coconut, toasted coconut, macadamia nuts, and vanilla. This sounds good as fuck. I want to age it, but I'm out of vodka and seltzer, so I'm drinking one of my good beers.
Okay.
I gotta look this up, see if I can find this. Bananarama, right?
Bananaversary from other half.
All right. Oh, no, you have some stats while I look this up.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I guess I'm gonna go with Blue's suggestion. We're gonna pour out some champagne then, for the one, the only Harry Belafonte, born Harold George Belafonte Jr. He was a singer, actor, and activist who basically made calypso music popular with international audiences in the 1950s. Belafonte has an EGOT, as a Prodigy loves to coin, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's an Emmy, a Golden Globe, an Oscar, and a Tony Award. However, the Oscar he won was an honorary award, and it was I guess, what they call a non-competitive Oscar, but he still got one. With his album Calypso, which came out in the 1950s, he was the first million-selling LP artist at that time, single artist at the time.
Damn.
His mega hit, the Banana Boat song "Deo," is still played to this day. For you young folks out there, the song is used during the dinner scene in the movie Beetlejuice, and also
fair part.
And also the song "Jump the Line, Shake Sonora," which is also used at the end of the film. Both of those are Belafonte songs.
So the song that Deo song, wait, is it called Deo?
Yeah, it's called Banana Boat, but it is
Deo. That song is actually super dark.
Yeah, it is.
It's about basically
working.
Yeah, working and being exploited from working in a banana farm.
Yeah, getting paid very little and working all day. Literally working 12 hours or more, getting bananas. Pretty much.
Yeah, and then like the black tarantula part. I think we probably talked about this on the podcast before, but like, there's like there's a spider that can be found inside of bananas, so you gotta be careful.
Hold on,
if they bite you.
It's not just any kind of spider. It's a fucking tarantula.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking tarantula. But like, yeah, apparently I believe this is true. I think I looked this up before, but yeah, if this if this spider bites you, you can have an erection for more than 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah. But then usually, if you don't get it treated, apparently you die. So,
yeah.
So yes,
does your dick explode? Is that what happens?
I think all the blood goes to your dick, and like, I don't know if it explodes, but maybe like you can't take the blue balls, and so your balls explode. Maybe, I don't know.
Feels like a shitty situation.
It does. I mean, who fucks really with tarantulas if you keep them as pets? Which I do not. I know people that do, but I don't know why you would. Anyway, Belafonte became an even bigger hit, or a huge hit, when he starred in the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Carmen Jones. During the Civil Rights Movement, he became a close friend of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who often retired to Belafonte's New York apartment to talk strategy or escape the pressures of leading the Civil Rights Movement. In 1964, Belafonte and Sidney Poitier were traveling to Mississippi to deliver a doctor's bag full of $70,000 to support voter registration in Mississippi. On the way there, Belafonte says they were chased and shot at by the Ku Klux Klan, but they managed to hand deliver the money anyway, even getting shot at. In his eyes, in Belafonte's eyes, the civil rights movement was a global fight, and he led a campaign against apartheid in South Africa. He also befriended Nelson Mandela. He mobilized support for the fight against HIV and AIDS and became a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. He also came up with the idea for recording the 1985 hit "We Are the World" from Quincy Jones, which assembled a huge group of pop and rock stars, including Bob Dylan, Michael Jackson, and Bruce Springsteen, among a few. There's like literally 50 stars on that song. This was to raise money for famine relief in Africa, and also I thought it was for HIV, but also I guess famine. Serious too. It is. He even spoke out against prominent actors like Beyonce and Jay-Z for not having bolder social stance. He even criticized then Senator Barack Obama before he even got elected. Belafonte died of congenital heart failure at the age of 96.
Congenital or congenial?
Congenial, sorry.
Huh.
I mispronounced.
No, I was asking. I misheard.
Yeah. He was 96. He almost lived a full century. Very similar to Betty White. But his list of accomplishments goes on and on. I wouldn't take up the whole podcast, but he had a huge list of stuff. He was very vocal, especially with civil rights. But he continued to make music and act. In fact, his last on-screen performance was in Black Klansman, which Cronus got at a White Elephant
Great movie.
party we got. Yeah, because I bought it and I put it in. I didn't know who was going to get it. I thought Prodigy was going to end up with it, but I still didn't get a chance to see it because that's one of Spike Lee's one of his many decorated films, and I didn't know Harry Belafonte was in it. Now I got to watch it. Definitely watch it.
Yeah, he's kind of I mean, obviously, he's a prolific actor, but that came basically before I'm sorry, me and Blue's age.
Yeah.
Not old Ninja, because
Get it right.
I think they were
Yeah.
roommates at some point. But yeah, I definitely didn't know that he wrote that Banana Boat song. Um,
you know that was him?
I didn't know that was him, which is it's a great song, but like I said, before, it's about, really labor rights. Like when he's talking about, lifting 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, it's like lifting that many fucking bananas to like for a tally man to come tally his bananas. It like honestly, go back and listen to the song, and then understand this is like a real person complaining about actual labor disputes, and then you'll understand the context.
What's funny to me is I knew he did the Banana Boat song, but I didn't know he did the Jump Sonora song.
Oh,
that song, I didn't know. So I knew he did the Banana Boat song because they adapted that like part into a film where he's in like I forgot what movie it is, but it's like it's either a film or a video, but he's in it where he's doing that kind of labor. But he's smiling while doing it, even though, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a happy video.
But... I mean, you have to do it back then,
Yeah, I mean, but
right.
To be fair, it was his most popular song at the time, and he was making millions at the time. So,
yeah, I think of like him and like Sidney Poitier, and there's a whole bunch of like older, well, I guess not deceased, black actors.
Nichelle Nichols.
Yeah, that really pushed the envelope for black actors, and I think that the vast majority of Americans, even the world, I don't think that his name is really a household name, and hopefully it will now after his death, which is kind of sad, but yeah, he seemed like a really good dude. So
yeah, I mean, I because he's not here, I'm gonna say it in honor of Prodigy. His daughter is fine as fuck. Sherry Belafonte, because she's a model, but she's super fucking fine. Even in her age, she's still pretty attractive.
Phil's daughter is really hot. That I didn't know it was his daughter. It's Chong from Cheech and Chong. His daughter.
Hold on. You didn't know Radon Chong was his daughter?
I did not know. Like I probably was like a couple of years ago. I learned that
really?
that was his daughter.
Oh my!
I didn't know. I didn't even know Chong was Asian. I thought he was Mexican this whole fucking time.
She's Blaxican.
Yeah.
But yeah, Radon Chong's bad as hell too. I mean, I don't know what she looks like now, but back then, oh boy. But yeah. R.I.P. to legendary Helena Belafonte. I mean, it's funny because like everyone knows those two songs from Beetlejuice. If you don't know who he was, those songs will still get you jumping around. Especially Jump Fly. It's a really good song.
Dude, he had a long list of he had a bunch of albums.
I told you, I don't want to take it to he did a lot of shit. He put on a lot of shit. He did a lot of acting. He did a lot of things in he didn't just sit back. Either he was speaking to crowds about injustice, usually racial injustice, or he was making music or starring in movies. He was always doing something.
I did not know this is Ray Don Chong was Chong's daughter.
You didn't know that either?
No.
You know that?
Really?
Yeah, see what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
I thought everybody knew that.
Yeah, she was in fucking Commando. Oh, wait, we got...
Yes.
Somebody just donated to us. Hold on, give me a second. 1 sec.
I see what it is.
There was a donation in here, and it was from our hot Lord. Once again, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man. Chat.
Yeah, super chat.
Wait, neither of you knew that Radon Chong was Tommy Chong's daughter?
No, I didn't.
Nope.
Real quick, though. Hey, if we get enough super chats, we'll be on time more often. I'm just saying. Incentives.
Hey, you know what? I'm with it. So, damn, none of y'all knew that shit?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, she was in fucking Commando, man. So, I remember her face from Commando. She's an older lady now. She's born in 1961, so.
But she's in. Y'all never seen the movie where Homeboy becomes Soul Man or Homeboy becomes Jack?
Yeah,
to go to
school.
She doesn't look like Chong.
No, I mean she's at least 4 shades darker than her dad.
Yeah, she's what we like to call black. Or at least black passing. It's
not. No, she is more than black passing. She's definitely black.
Yeah,
but still, I knew. Like I found out after Soul Man that because I think her dad shows up in there's like either a commercial or a movie that they're in together. But she's in Beat Street, like one of the quintessential breakdancing films. She's in that movie.
This is so weird. So obviously he has two daughters that look, black, and then there's one daughter named Precious Chong. She looks super white.
What?
So yeah, them's genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she's got blonde hair. I think she even has blue or green eyes. Yeah, green eyes, and that's his daughter.
Oh, maybe before his most current.
I don't know, but I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
They all have the same mom.
I don't know.
What, is Chong mixed or is he
younger.
full? Is he full Chinese? Actually, is he Chinese or is he?
I don't think
What is
Chong is
Chong?
Chinese.
What is Chong?
He's Canadian.
What is a Chong?
That sounds super racist. Holy shit!
I thought he was ethnically. I believe he was a stoner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ethnically.
100%.
He's actually
100%.
Canadian. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, he was Canadian. I was like, he's Canadian? But Cheech Marin is not from Canada.
Tommy Chong.
Tommy Chong and Radon Chong. Radon Chong is dark as hell. She might be darker than some of y'all.
He's Scottish, Irish, and Chinese immigrant.
There you go. He's mixed.
Yeah, he's
There you go.
mixed.
Oh, I see Precious Chong. Precious Chong looks like Annie Wershing.
Yeah, she looks
Holy
like.
shit.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it's where we see his other daughters. So.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
She
genetics
does
for you.
Not look like she has to have a different mom. Have to. There's no way.
He was married twice. So
Okay. Maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure it was from Shelby, because she was born. Actually, no, maybe not. I could be incorrect.
Because his other wife, Maxine Sneed, apparently that was his darker. Radon Chong bad as hell. She may be a little gray now, but she can.
I mean, you're an ageless man, so you know.
Yeah, I already know. Oh,
she's still a baby. What are you talking about?
yeah, man. Anyway, where should we get to?
We just kind of hit the ground
So
running.
actually,
here with just bullshit. Go ahead.
Since we're talking about music, there is something I came across recently, and it's been kind of fucking with my head. I'm trying to find the name of the song, but you guys know the song that goes like, how does it go? See if I can do this right. Oh fuck, I can't get how it goes. It's like dun 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 dun.
Chariots of Fire.
Dun 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 dun. Yes. So there's that song, right? Well, apparently. What other song does that sound like? Because to me,
there's a very childish song.
Yeah, it's called on top of spaghetti, covered with cheese. So there was this TikToker. She played that song like she's asking people. She was asking people like, "Hey, what song is this?" But she was looking for the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
But like I commented and said that's the old
spaghetti song.
Spaghetti cover. Yeah, the spaghetti song.
So I did a little
research.
The spaghetti song before Eminem.
Yeah. before Eminem made spaghetti popular.
Yeah.
But so I did a little research, and actually on top of spaghetti is a parody of on top of Old Smoky, with another song on top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, and some other part. But so that song came out in 1950s or maybe 1940ish era. And the Goblet of Fire came out after that, until the creators of Spooky.
You mean Chariot?
Yeah, Chariot of Fire. Yeah,
so they Harry Potter.
They sued them for copy or for parallel. Oh, fuck. What's it called when you copy somebody's work? Plagiarism. Yeah, thank you. So they're suing them for that. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I went back and listened to the Goblet of Fire and
Chariot of Fire.
And he did it on purpose. He did that shit on purpose.
I went back and listened to it. I was like, dude, this these people should have won, because even while I was hearing that, I was like, yo, that's Old Smoky and fucking the spaghetti song. Holy shit, this is crazy. But I just think it's funny how you think one song is this way, but then it turns out to be like an older song, just kind of slowed down a little bit. And like there's a bunch of controversy about like other songs being copyright. Like nowadays, like a lot of songs are like people use samples of that music all the time, especially like back in like the 90s, we had Puffy who was using everybody's fucking music for his own. But I just thought it was funny. I just wanted to be on a podcast.
It wasn't just Puffy. It was like
yeah.
The beginnings of hip hop was heavy sampling from the last generation of music of black music. If you look at listen to the old Dr. Dre, and you'll like hear him heavily sampling like a lot of previous generation music. Like I'm trying to think of some fucking examples. I can't think of shit right now.
I know, like
some of them weren't that old because you sampled Roger from Roger and Zapp.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
They weren't that old, but he still sampled.
But
he got Roger to be to do the music for him and be in the video before he was shot.
But even like Snoop Dogg and Will Smith and like a lot of deep like rappers of that era sample songs from stuff from early, like even MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice. They used what song did they use for Hammer Time?
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure with Queen and David Bowie. Queen and David Bowie.
Yeah, but Vanilla Ice had to do the white thing. Trying to lie about it. And say like, oh no, I put the extra doon. It's like it's the same fucking, it's the same thing. Like it's the same thing. Fuck out of here.
But yeah, that's very funny.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. So I know a lot of people are fans, or there's a huge sect of people that tend to be Hakuzoid that really like Florence and the Machine. There we go. Yeah. So Florence and the Machine, their big hit. What was it?
They had a bunch.
Yeah, but their big hit was an old like gospel hymn that was recorded by another artist, like in like the 50s or
the
early.
Dog Days Are Over. That's one of the main ones.
Yeah, Oh no, not Dog Days Are Over. Before that, no, not before that. One after that. The was it? No, it's not Dog Days Are Over. It's so sometimes I feel like because it's basically a gospel hymn, but it's just re-sang by them. Hang on, I can pull it up.
I'm trying to look as you were talking, so.
Oh yeah.
Man, I just look up Chung's daughter. Damn, what the hell? How she has red hair?
Oh, You've Got the Love. There it is. This name is You've Got the Love. There's an old like gospel hymn, but it's not by Florence and the Machine. I used to know the old artist a while ago, but it's like I want to say it's from old like Motown records.
Well, it's like what's this guy's name? Is it Ed Sheeran? Yeah, Ed Sheeran. He's getting sued right now. He's in court right now for Marvin Gaye. Possible, ripoff.
I mean, like right when I heard that song, it was like let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. It's like, dude, like you're sampling his music and stuff. Like,
yeah, honestly,
his dues.
If you're gonna sample somebody, just pay him. I mean, fucking Puff Daddy recently just talked about how much he had to pay. Is it?
Sting
or
he was paying Sting like $2,000 a day.
I think it's $5,000 a day. Yeah,
dude. $5,000 a day for it's been like about 20 fucking years, dude. I think they said like it estimated about like I don't know, like $3.5 billion or not billions, but $1 million. I
mean, because it literally like usually. It'd be like, that's a lot, but he literally just took the entire it's the entire song, like the entire beat, and just like transposed it into his song. So in that case, I mean, because he didn't come up with a real song. I mean, like, there's new lyrics on it, but you took all the shit that he already created and you just put shit on top of it. So, like, I get that, and it sold a gajillion records,
So all that money back, gotta pay to someone else.
He pays that money and dies. Like. Yeah. There's no fucking cap. Like, goddamn.
It's funny.
Imagine that. Just every fucking day, you just get $2,000 just into your pocket.
Yeah, but but think about the amount of money that he made off that song, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's still in the green.
Or continues to make from the song. So I'm pretty sure he's still getting paid. The thing is, Sting performed with Puff Daddy on stage during like an MTV performance, even after the song was out. So. I still find that kind of strange and humorous.
So on New York Post have the total that he's paid to date, at least up to April 6th, because it's been 20 days since then. So that's got another it's been 20 days, 2,000. You got to add an extra $40,000 to this total, but they estimated it to be. Oh shit! I just saw it. He has paid him $47.4 million to date for his. For
and
the
I'm
lyrics.
sure he's made more than that off that song.
Mm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but that's fucking nuts.
It's a lot of money.
For one, that is a lot of money. All right, let's get to some geeky
like
stuff.
Elvis and just like not paid anybody, ripped off entire songs. I'm just saying.
For reals, you don't give people their dues.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going?
Blue has something queued up. What are you talking about, Blue?
Well, I just threw this on the list, but so have you guys watched the new Power Ranger Always and Forever? I mean,
No.
Once and Always, I think it's called.
It looked
on
Netflix. It looked like sadness to me.
Don't watch it. Whatever you do not watch this fucking show. It is boo-boo garbage. The acting's bad. The story is bad. Like, there's a bunch of fucking like if you go watching Power Rangers, like, you know, certain events happen, especially with like the movies. Like, it's a lot of it's not like canon, and like it's kind of sad because like I would say, you know, that two of the Power Rangers have passed away. We lost Tommy and Jeannie, I think her name was, the yellow Power Ranger.
Oh,
Who she was from the Bay Area, FYI. Yeah, we lost her like a while ago. So those two are gone. But then like the actress who played Rita Repulsa, she passed away too. So like they had like what?
The original Rita, because she got replaced.
Oh yeah, but like they used like a robot version of her or whatever. It just didn't make any goddamn sense. Like yeah, it was really bad. And, like there's certain parts that were real creepy because like Judy had a daughter, and like her relationship, like her and the other two older Power Rangers was very fucking weird, like very uncomfortable. It's like where's her fucking father for one of the things. Like they don't talk about her father, just talk about how her mother died, and it was just bad. And like it just didn't make any sense. Fucking like one issue I have with it is that they had the Green Power Ranger in it, but we know that Tommy lost the power of the Green Ranger, so he became the White Ranger. So why is the Green Ranger? And then, I mean, obviously he's dead, but yeah, it didn't make any sense. Like like all the characters are like kind of out of shape and fat, and like when they turn to Power Rangers, they're like super slim and fit. Which I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, you know, once you do get your Power Ranger powers, like Billy Batson, like he's a child, but then he uses Shazam's power, he becomes like super powered, muscly, and all that stuff. So that didn't really bother me too much, but like. Just the acting and like a lot of the stuff was outdated. They try to use like old jokes that just weren't like flying. They like lied too heavily on like nostalgia, which wasn't really fucking helping because like, you know, this day and age is, I don't know, it just wasn't great. And then like they brought in like the replace Power Rangers, and that didn't even make sense. Like, you know, if the old Power Rangers are back and like how could you still have like their ability? It was dumb. It was dumb. Don't waste your time. I mean, watch it if you want to see how bad it is. It's only like, I think it's like 50 minutes long, so it's not that long of a watch. But
is it even a movie? What is it? What?
No, it's not. I mean, technically, it's not. I feel like it's like an episode, but yeah.
Oh, what if it is? What if it was an episode, or is it a movie?
No, I think this is just a one and done type deal. It's supposed to be a movie, but I think it's more like an episode. Maybe like a weekend afternoon special. Power Ranger 2 double feature type of deal, but yeah, do yourself a favor, stay away from this movie. It's very, very bad. I mean, you can always watch it for fun and see what you think about it and get back to us and let me know. Like, hey, yo, Blue, I thought it was good. I'd be like, you must have been drunk or high. So that's the only way that have made it better.
I figured that's probably the only way that people are watching this movie.
Dude, like, there's one scene where like the girl, she's like doing like kung fu practice. Like, you know how like the normal montage where like the person's running and they do like kung fu stuff here and there. Like when she does it, it's like random. Like she's running, she does like a flip, and she starts like going like, ah! It's like, why? Like, who? Like, I just didn't make any sense. It was super fucking annoying. But yeah, that's about it for me. What?
We
I
didn't watch.
guess check it out if you want, but yeah, just stay away if you can.
Probably not blue. I was never a huge Power Ranger, even though I did pay to see the one with old girl Naomi.
Oh, the recent remake.
The most recent one, yeah, because I had to see it with homegirls. The new Pink Ranger.
It
She bad.
even had homeboy from what's doing that from Stranger Things, right? The pool boy who was like smashing on the moms. Wasn't he the Red Ranger in the remake
Oh,
movie?
I don't remember. I just remember the Pink Ranger. That's all I focused on. Oh, and the Yellow Ranger. She was because Yellow Ranger is Becky G. I didn't know who she was. Apparently, she was a huge pop star, or she is a huge pop star. She's still a pop
I'll
star.
think.
Yeah, I have no idea who she was. So,
Do yourself a favor and look up. Oh god, there's a Power Rangers fan made that's on YouTube. That's
is it
probably like 1,000 times better.
The one by Joseph Kahn?
I don't know who it's by, but it's the one that's very dark. Where like they're trying to find the Green Ranger, and like fucking old Power Ranger being fucking murdered off and shit like that.
Yeah, that's the one with Joseph Kahn. Yeah, that's the one.
Really
it's like 15. That's the one that has James Vanderbeek, Katie Sackhoff as the Pink Ranger. I don't know who the Black Ranger is. I don't know that actor, but things go crazy. There's an uncensored. There's an uncensored version as well.
Oh yeah.
And they bring back the original the Rita Raposa that survived. They bring her into it. It's like 15 minutes, and it's like in the future, where like one of those, I forget which faction, but they win. They actually beat the Rangers, and they go into like basically retirement or hiding. It was pretty intense. Like for 15 minutes, it was really intense.
So yeah, the guy from Power Rangers who played the Red Ranger, he is the pool guy from Stranger Things. I played Mel's older brother that fucking dies. Spoiler.
I mean, sure.
Wait, did he also play? Oh no, he's in Elvis as well as Steve Bender.
Oh, no idea. I just know that all I is that Naomi was Pink Ranger. That's all I cared about when I saw it. It was actually okay. The movie was alright. I didn't mind it too much. And there's a cameo.
It was hot as the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Or no, I thought what's name was hot as Rita. With her like
Elizabeth
outfit and like she was doing something for me.
She was because she was the original Green Ranger. I'm like, oh
yeah. Based on their storyline.
Yeah, and they have a Tommy, but you never see him. They mention him by name, but he doesn't show up. So I was like, oh, so it hints that there's supposed to be a sequel, but there never was. There you go. Interesting. So there's that. Cronus. Did you manage to finish Picard? So Picard ended.
I mean, it ended?
Yeah, Picard season 3 ended.
Yes, I finished it. I finished it drinking some goddamn Star Trek wines. I'm just saying. Maybe they should sponsor this podcast.
Did you finish all of that shit?
No, not all of it. No, I mean, Jesus Christ, that's the line. I'm like $300 of wine.
Well, yeah. I was like, God dang.
I mean, I could, but also, I want to live for a while longer, so yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Honestly, for me, it's been the best Star Trek series ever, but it's because, I have the Next Generation has a special place in my heart because that's what didn't really introduce me. That's where I fell in love with Star Trek, was the Next Generation. So, and then seeing all these, actors and storylines and plot lines and all this shit come back full circle, I think they did a really good job of like kind of wrapping up loose ends and also leaving some, breadcrumbs to a possible new series, which I think is going to be Star Trek Legacy. Hopefully, we'll see. It's funny because like I was reading like the reviews of the 3 seasons of Picard, and I liked them all. And yes, this last season was better than the other ones, but some of the other ones I guess got kind of bad reviews. And I was just like, I'd like them all.
I know season 2 had a lot of people kind of split.
That's the one with Girardi, right?
That's the one. Well, she's in season 1 and 2, but that one has Q specifically.
Yeah, I like that one a lot because it had Q. Maybe it's just because I don't know. Obviously, people are not going to understand like some of the historical shit about the show. Maybe that's where they kind of lost the plot with some people.
Possibly, and like I know a lot of people, especially like I don't want to say diehard, but maybe ones that were with the Next Generation from the beginning, they're kind of tired of time travel, and it's heavily set in time travel.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
they go to the 22nd century, so it was pretty interesting because they're like they talk about how it's not World War III yet, they're getting closer, and like they kind of mimics like there's a lot of like crazy kind of like Gestapo, almost like LA, almost not quite, but
Yeah, so that argument I sort of understand, but also it's like there's been time travel in Star Trek from like the jump.
every time,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like that's like
every issue. People, I don't know what people were thinking, but every Star Trek series from Enterprise to Picard will feature some kind of time traveling. Even Discovery, the only one that hasn't yet is Strange New Worlds, and I'm pretty
just
sure
give it
season
time.
2, yeah, season 2 starts of June 15th or some bullshit. I
Yeah.
bet you they're going to like 1920s or some bullshit. Actually, no, it's in the trailer. They are going back in time. So yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
go. And like to me, it's like it's a Star Trek staple of
Yeah,
going back in
exactly.
time. I mean, just like look at like the original movies. Like they went back in time, so they
They
had to
went
go
back in
back and
time
use fucking whale sounds to save some
oh,
fucking save Earth. I mean, come
twice.
on.
They go back in time twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back to save the whales, and they go back to save Earth after the fallout of World War III because of the
So even
Borg.
the new movie has the time traveling. Like the last two that came out, like we
Oh
had
yeah, you're right too.
Yeah,
fucking what's the name come from the past to the future. Like
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
go to
yeah.
the past or something like that?
Spock goes back like 40 years into the past. He doesn't go too far back. He just goes back to a young version of him and Kirk. That's
Yeah.
how they reboot Star Trek 2009. So yeah, they go back in time again.
Yeah, it's a staple. I just think that it's funny, some fans, obviously this can happen to me as well. Like you might lose the plot on the thing that you love, or at least you used to love, because it changed a little bit, but then you complain about shit that has always been there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like you
Mm-hmm.
can't really do that. I mean, you can, but you just seem like a fucking clown to me, anyway.
I
Uh,
do this to start Star Wars fans all the time. I mean, the difference is there's not a lot of live action comparison, but there's a shit ton of books, comics, and games that feature stuff that's in the sequels, and they don't want to accept it for whatever reason. I'm like, hold on, you were introduced to this in what you consider to be canon, and now you're confronted with it in live action. Now it's bullshit. That doesn't make sense. You're picking and choosing to be angry over shit that you should know already exists within the world. So kind of weird to me.
yeah, I don't know. Fandoms are interesting on what they pick apart because like I said, I'm part of a lot of fandoms, and I'm sort of critical on some other things, but this one, yeah, I don't get. But it's okay. I mean, there's different opinions, so
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm normally pretty critical, especially of Star Wars and Star Trek. But this one, I had two. I only had two gripes, only because I wanted to see it, but it doesn't take away what's already been done. And it's not something like, oh, this needed to be here or else this thing was not going to work. It's more like this would have been nice to have, but even though we don't have it, this still works out really well. So, like, I wanted to see Data meet his like children. I think that would have been really cool. Where he meets
yeah.
the Doge twins. I think she goes by Doge now, but
Wait, Doja Cat's in it?
no, she goes by Doge, which is short for something. It's like an acronym or some shit.
Doja
But
Cat. No.
She was hot too, wasn't she? If I remember correctly.
she's pretty hot, and she's in season 1 and season 2, but nowhere seen in season 3 at all. And then the same thing with the Romulan kid, the first Romulan to be in Starfleet, and like he's a badass. He has dual wields. He dual wields blades to cut motherfuckers, and he's nowhere in it. Instead, we get Worf, which I highly like better, but he's nowhere near season 3. I'm hoping. So what has been announced is Star Trek Academy.
Soji is her name.
Yes, Soji. The other one was Doge. Doge died. Soji lives. So I was hoping
she
that
like
they
a coin?
her. No, she's been.
She like
she's
got the Dogecoin?
No, she's like she's an android, dude. She's one of those like, is this AI or real? Does she have a real punani or is it like ones and zeros?
Oh, god damn it. You know, like, when I comment now, like, oh, somebody's hot, and I look up like how old she is. She's 24. It's like, even if I was single, it's far too young. So I'm old as fuck.
Not really. She's old enough to drink and she's old enough to rent a car. So
I'm 43, bro. Like that's,
I mean,
that age is far too young for me. Yeah.
Dude, that's like a year or two older than your daughter.
Yeah. Like
makes it even worse me.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, once you have kids, it gets really fucking weird. When it comes to like women's ages.
Can you imagine dating one of your daughter's friends? That's
I can't. That'd be fucking gross.
I mean, is she 21 now?
She turns 21 this year.
Oh,
my oldest,
shit.
yeah.
Woo,
or you could be a perv and date your ex-wife's stepdaughter.
No, yeah.
AKA Morgan Freeman.
No, what happened.
That's all bad. But back to Picard, I think they really ended on a high note. And if you stayed for the Easter egg at the end or for the end credit scene, you get another treat, and hopefully the semblance of another new series. So if we're getting, instead of the Michelle Yeoh Section 31 series, it'll be a Paramount Plus movie event starring her, which I still like. I was hoping for a series, but so we're gonna get that. So it's gonna be a one-off. But if we get 2 more Star Wars or Star Trek series, I'm gonna be happy with that too. Especially with the era of seeing a Captain 7 and like all of her stuff, all of her Voyager drama kind of comes back. I think that'd be interesting. So there's a lot of stories that could be told, and they know it. And I think after this last season of Picard, they know they're sitting on a gold mine, a treasure trove of stories that are there. We didn't see Wesley this season, even though I thought he was shoo-in. He came in last season, but he wasn't here for this one. I guess he explains why. There's an article why he didn't show up. So there's a lot of shit that could be had. I'm hoping that we get to see.
Is the series over, or is there going to be like another season?
I mean, it's over. It's over. They wrapped it, but there's like a lot of shit that is not
still open.
Yeah. Like
answers unanswered or questions unanswered.
Yeah, like
there's a few.
I want to know what happens to Girardi. Like she's the new Borg Queen.
And
there's like a lot of stuff like at the end of like the after credits where like they allude to like more stuff going on, which is there's a lot of stuff. So I hope that they resurrect the Enterprise D and they do Star Trek Legacy and they
I don't think I think they should like they did kind of what we saw. So when the series finale, we get to see like the fleets, and I wouldn't mind seeing different crews on different ships. But what I really want to see is what the fuck happened to everyone on DS9. Like we don't know.
I was gonna say, where's the Defiance?
Yeah, where's the Defiance? I mean, we see Defiant class ships, but we don't see any of the crew. We don't see Kira. We don't see like anyone else from like I know that Renee. I can't pronounce his last name, but he passed away last year, so we can't use him. But they're still.
You have like one of the best black dads ever, like on the show.
Yeah. Yep. Cisco. I mean, Cisco is still his absence is still kind of unresolved. Yes, I know. Those of you who are screaming at the screen, I know about the comic. I saw the first page of the comic. Cisco comes back in the comics, and it's like his first rendition is out. I think this week or next week, something really soon. So I saw that there's a digital version we can read. Like
I did not know. I'll have to add it onto my list.
Yeah, there's like the first 5 pages is about Cisco coming back. So he comes out of the wormhole and a whole new saga begins or whatnot. So I'm like, we could have had that live action, and there's still stories like that could be told live action. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I do want to see the Section 31 because I really think that's a very interesting aspect of the lore. Even though we don't see much of like the other clandestines, like we don't see the Obsidian Order or the Tal Shiar really per se, but I think it's going to be interesting to see Section 31, and especially with Michelle Yeoh at the helm. Like, I'm really all about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so it's like people that they don't get Star Trek. It's like think about the way that humans should be. Like we should be super egalitarian, right? We should be covering everybody's like basic needs. And people, I think that today it's kind of hard to. I'm surprised that it's even popular today because there's like this huge push that seems like it's a majority of people, but it's really not. Of these people that believe in like individualism and socialism is bad, blah blah blah. But if you look at actual Star Trek, like the way that their actual economy runs, it's a super socialist economy. Literally, nobody makes money.
No,
like they all
money doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. The only reason why we have any sorts of like trading monetary value is with other species that like platinum and shit like that. But every human's basic needs are met, and
or anyone else within the Federation. If you're accepted, the resource we give is knowledge and technology.
Yeah,
that's what you get.
That's what we should be striving for.
Yeah, and to help your society reach the stars. So Picard talks about it in First Contact. Everyone works together for the advancement of the human race. That's what we do. So he tells her money is gone. And I think for Gene Roddenberry back in the day, that was very what we would call today woke.
Well, it's they'll call it socialism or communism, but it's just like. But if you didn't need to like run this grind every day, like why the fuck would you want to? Like,
yeah,
honestly.
I mean, what we did before is you basically do what you love.
Yeah.
In that universe. And if you don't like it, you do something else. But most people are kind of, I don't know how they do it. They don't really explain, but you are pitted to do what you like. And everyone is happy because that's what they do. Even in DS9, Cisco's father runs a bar in Louisiana. Even though they don't have money, he still enjoys the bar because the bar is part of their family legacy and he enjoys it. And that's what he wanted to do. So,
I mean, that's my ideal society. Is like getting to that level of like where you don't need money anymore, and like all your shit is just you're taken care of because you're contributing into the same society that you're taking things from. It should be cyclical, right?
Yeah, it should be, but no.
Not now because people are just they're so fucking people are fucking dumb. They're so dumb and they don't want to they don't believe in like social programs, even though like the most popular programs in America are social programs like Medicare, Medicaid, fucking Social Security, shit like that. Like if you just keep expanding these, people could just be way happier. It's like, yes, I understand it costs money, but we're all paying taxes, so why wouldn't you want to get the most back from the taxes that you're paying? And then you have these other people that are like, they're saying that people like certain politicians, they'll say that, they're trying to buy votes. It's like, what are they buying votes with? Their own fucking, like people's own fucking money? It's like, yes, you should assume that the taxes that you're paying, you get something back from. Like, what do you think? It just goes into a fucking black hole and you get nothing back from it? No, like you should be getting some sort of value back from the tax money that you're paying. But a lot of people in America right now, they're so brainwashed into thinking that I just give that money out and I shouldn't get anything back, and nobody else should either. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, what are you giving this money up for? Like, do you not believe in fucking roads, infrastructure, fucking electricity, like all this shit, fucking corn, all this shit's fucking subsidized from your fucking tax dollars. But people have just been so brainwashed into thinking that, it's socialism if you get shit back from it. It's like, no, you're paying for a fucking service. Get back something for the service that you're paying for. It's like paying for the fucking internet and then expecting to get fucking 10 megs down.
Oh, damn. God dang. Hell no. Yeah, I still think that the government running the internet would be a bad idea unless we were all capped at like 500 like up and like 250 down.
So let me tell you a thing that we talked about on Balance Exchange. This is actually a while ago. a podcast that I do with Papa Bear, which will come back sometime, hopefully this year. We did one this year so far. We'll do more. Anyway, we did one on the Postal Service. And Papa Bear said something that was revolutionary to me. He thought that the Postal Service should be providing the internet to people. And I 100% agree. What does the Postal Service, what are they supposed to do?
Deliver mail.
Provide us knowledge.
Well, what are they? They're delivering mail, but they're delivering you information, right? Like that's information from other places, right? Whether you
generally private information.
It is. Okay, private information. Isn't that what the fucking internet does?
No, not always. I mean, look, Prodigy's not here because his food obviously wasn't private. So,
well, yeah, but I mean, they're supposed to deliver us information, right?
Mm.
And I don't know why they don't extend the same information to internet services, because there's a lot of people out there that are in rural America. They don't have a reliable internet service. So I think that the Postal Service should extend their services into being like basic internet services. I think a base for that would be maybe 100 megs down, maybe 200 megs down, maybe a little bit more than that. I think 100 megs should be at the base, because that's good enough for pretty much everybody, unless you're a gamer or some shit, in which case you can fucking up your tier. But I don't know why they don't do that, because they're originally made to deliver information. And they used to actually be banks too. And so why don't we go back to like the Postal Service being a basic bank, even though, we have the internet now and most banks are online. But if you're in a rural area, if you're not online, then, online bank doesn't fucking do shit for you. So
I just paid a bill online, like literally where we're on this podcast. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But a lot of the like, if you want to get like a lot of banks that have better like interest rates and stuff like that are the online banks, the ones that don't actually have physical locations. So
Yes.
like people are missing out on that opportunity if they don't have internet access. They're paying the government rates for interest rates for bills or for loan savings accounts and stuff like that.
Well, and honestly, the government usually has favorable rates for like a lot of shit. Like, I don't know if y'all knew this. So, when you guys know about the SVB, the Silicon Valley Bank, like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Go.
So I'm gonna get into a little bit of financial shit right now. Hopefully, Devil Tank will like this segment. This is for you.
Oh, there you go.
Because he's a financial guy. He works for a very large financial institution. I'm not going to say which one.
I know that he's about to listen to this at least tomorrow morning.
I mean, he listens to all. He's the guy who does the transcriptions for it. So when you guys get timestamps, like that's from him. Basically, it's not from me or us. So SVB, the reason why that they had a huge problem was because basically they were buying. They bought a bunch of bonds. And so when you buy a bond from the U.S. government, basically you can buy like bonds for a specific amount of time. And I'm pretty sure they bought mostly like 10-year bonds. And when you buy a 10-year bond, basically, if you take the money out before the 10 years, like you're going to lose money. You're not supposed to use it before the 10 years is up, because you're assuming that and they're tied to interest rates. So basically, if you buy a bond and the interest rate is say 1%, you're gonna get 1% over 10 years. For that bond. So basically you loan the government money and they pay you interest rates up to 10 years. And then once the 10 years is up, they give you what you gave them plus 1% over 10 years. That's how it basically works. But the problem is that with certain institutions, they bought a bunch of bonds when it was still like 1% or 0% or like super low, APR. And then the Fed, they decided to start upping the interest rates significantly over the past year, which is super aggressively. And people might say, oh, well, the interest rates, back in the day were higher. Yes, they were, but they also didn't up the interest rates significantly over a year. Like this has been like, as far as I know, the most aggressive interest rate hike that the U.S. has ever seen. It's been super aggressive.
It was pretty aggressive. I'm wondering if there might have been one. Like in the 70s,
I mean,
like pretty good.
There might have been.
I can't remember specifically, but this has been. Don't get me wrong. You're right of it being pretty progressive or aggressive, depending on how you look at it. Because on average, we see one increase per year, usually. but this one had like what 3 or 4 in a matter of a few months.
Yeah, it wasn't even just like a percentage points. It was like, so basically, it was when I got my last mortgage. So I sold my house last year, and my interest rate was 3%. Right now, if I got the same kind of loan, my interest rates would be like 7% or above.
Ooh.
Which is the tone of like literally the same house that I had. It would cost me $1,000 more a month to own that house.
Dude, like we refinance. I know that that's lowest. I think our interest rate is like, I want to say like 2.8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that was like the plateau of that was like the, I guess not plateau. What's opposite of a plateau? Like it's the very, very bottom of the rates, and they start to go back up. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
We gotta have a good time.
So tying this back to SVB. So what SVB happened is that they had all this money tied up in federal bonds, and then the federal government kept upping the interest rates. Well, when you have the interest rates, it ups the interest rates for your bonds too and your savings account. So it's good if you have a savings account, you actually are making more money on your savings account. But what happened was that the bonds that SVB had and other banks had is that their shit that's tied up in bonds is worth less and less money as the interest rates go up. And so the money it's not what's considered liquid. Like you can't take it out easily. And so when they saw the interest rates kept going up, they were trying to buy more bonds, but it was at a higher rate, and the bonds that they had were worth less and less. And so that's why they kind of went under, because they couldn't back up the amount of money that was in their bank with liquid cash. And so that's and no bank can cover 100% of their deposits. Like you can't. That's why they have insurance and federal FDIC insurance. So you have FDIC insurance is federal insurance up to $250,000, and then you have bank insurance, which is I don't know what that goes up to because I'm not in that realm. But yeah, there's like a lot of people that were in SVB that had bank accounts in the millions or close to billions, and they were going to get fucked. But they were going to get fucked because they didn't pay attention to the limits of insurance. So I think that they either should have lost money, or there should have been like a private way to get around that, which there was. There's bank insurance too. So I don't know why the banks got bailed out that quickly. It's kind of fucking weird. They're trying to avoid the 2008 thing, but I don't think it was going to be that bad. So yeah.
Wow. It's really crazy when you think about banks. Like you think they have like hella money just stacked up in the back, but like
no,
banks don't have no money. Like they barely have any money inside of a bank.
They have money, but it doesn't stay there for too long, and that's for a reason. Some of them are there for I think maximum 3 days. I mean, because someone comes and pick it up.
I mean, banks are. Go ahead.
But to kind of add on to that, so when you like deposit your money into your savings account, like your money isn't like in the bank. They're actually using your money to invest in other stuff. So they're using your money to make money. So it's a good idea to learn more about like how to invest your money so you can be your own bank, basically.
Yeah, I think like if you're under $250,000, it's not a huge deal. But even then, if you have like $250,000 in a bank or anywhere near close to that, you should be investing in anyway. I mean, like you shouldn't have it in a checking account or even a savings account. Like those are low yield fucking quantities. So yeah, it's just. But for the average person, like they don't understand that shit.
Yeah, because they're not to the top. But when you have lots of money, you got to diversify your money.
Like Wu-Tang Financial.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I can bet you $1 for donuts. The Wu-Tang Clan could teach you on how to invest your money. I bet you Method and RZA would be able to teach you what to do with your fucking money.
Yeah, they probably could.
So, because they're doing big things with their money, and RZA learned from like a lot of people. He learned from a lot of financial gurus. Same with Method. They both know a lot of people in a lot of places, high places, and a lot of people in a lot of low places. So.
Plus, I mean, like if you look at them now, like they're not like working at a fucking McDonald's right now. Like they still got money, so they definitely did something with their money. I mean, you have to have their rap career, but like their money is somewhere for them to still be living the lifestyle, a comfortable lifestyle.
I mean, with RZA, he's able to create a lot more. Like he has like I believe he has a production company. He's on some new show on Hulu that just started. He's like a lawyer or some shit on the show. I'm like, what's he doing? But he has like I know he produced some kind of anime show, or he wrote it. He did was it Iron Monkey? If you ever seen that movie,
Yeah.
he directed that. He has like a small production house where he's able to create things that he wants and put it out there, and then reinvest in his studio. So he's got stuff going. So yeah. What do you
I saw something recently about about if 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 voter stuff count. There's something in my learning course I've been doing, and basically like you would think like if 50% of the population agreed about having something passed through Congress that comes with there'd be a 50% chance of it passing. Like it doesn't work that way. Like it doesn't matter if like 1% of the population agrees with a law passing versus 100% of people want a law to pass. It's always a 37% chance that this law would pass like into Congress or whatever. However, if you compare that to like somebody who's like has millions of dollars, like the chance of that law passing based off their approval it goes up to like 47, maybe even like higher than 50%. I can't remember where it is, and it's like a study from like Princeton or something, and I just thought that was really fucking interesting. It was kind of eye opener.
Well,
it's basically trying to
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, if we were a news organization, I would demand that you have these sources, but I believe the way you're saying is correct because, it depends on, especially like where you live and if whether or not that area is gerrymandered. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
But even if like based off of like the population, it kind of doesn't matter. It depends on like who's got kind of money in their pocket.
I mean, yeah. It sounds very reasonable, but I mean, I'd like to see this, show card study. I mean, because a lot of these studies, when they're not released to the public for at least a couple of years, sometimes they're released immediately, but it just depends. But usually, you can see the thing about those studies, they cite their sources and they tell you how they got to their results by their control group, their their test size, like everything. The reason is because in order to verify the study, you have to be able to recreate their study.
Yeah,
they tell you how to do it. Yeah, using any science, behavioral, scientific, electrical, computer wise, biological, whatever. You're given the steps on how to recreate in the beginning of the study, and they tell you what they did and what they got the results, and then they write their conclusion. So some of these tests, especially social ones, they take like 2 decades or more. So it's pretty interesting reading them. But they tell you what they did. They'll tell some of them don't tell you outliers. Some of them do. They'll tell you like weird instances where they observed things were totally, I guess in mathematical terms, chaotic. It happens. They're good for us. They're good for us to like learn and maybe take notice in some cases. So we may be able to course correct or continue to do better. I don't know. Depends on the state.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
we're all over the place today.
We are. I mean, when do we not though? Oh, I don't know if did we. I don't think we talked about this last week, and I was talking about. Did we talk about the Marvels trailer?
No, we didn't.
No, we did or we did not.
We did not.
Yeah, because I know that people were asking about it. Did we see it? What did we think? Did y'all see it? Did y'all see the Marvels trailer, which is coming out in July or June of this year? We're still a few months out.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it, but thank goodness that Prodigy's not on here because he would. Just...
No, he'd be quiet.
Women.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them in this one.
He learned his lesson last time. I'm pretty sure he's not going.
They didn't learn shit.
Oh god dang!
This dude he's the oath breaker, so he didn't learn anything. I mean, come on.
You're right about
that. Honestly, I didn't think that it was bad. I mean, it doesn't seem like the greatest thing like ever, but I mean, it's a Marvel movie. I don't think they're putting. I'm interested in it only because of like the power swapping element of like when they use their powers, they swap things, and that's different. So I'm gonna watch it. But is it the greatest? Is it gonna be the greatest movie? No. But I mean, Marvel has to build up to like great movies at this point. If you look at the culmination of their work, it was Endgame, right? Endgame was like the culmination of their work, and that's what made fucking all the money. And even leading up to that, it made like all the money. But I think that they're trying to build up to another Endgame style event, and we see it coming. I mean, like we know Secret Wars is coming, and also the shit, Secret Invasion, whatever.
Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty, but that might be in limbo now. Probably not. They'll probably just recast Kang, but I doubt it because
they gotta recast him with Ezra Miller.
Recast him with Justin Roiland.
Our boy
Justin Roiland was not. He was
exactly.
He's good.
He's good now, but he did lose. He lost like some of his revenue streams because of the allegations.
Sorry, let me rewind a little bit. I said he's good. I'm putting that in air quotes. He's good as far as like the sexual assault allegation goes, and kidnapping or whatever. But he's not good as far as like the studio goes because there's like a lot of shit that came out about him being a pretty shitty person to the staff of Rick and Morty. So
yeah, very true. So Jonathan Majors has, I think, very under advised from his legal counsel to not say shit because he hasn't said shit, and I think that's actually very appropriate for him now to wait till like a court of law give some kind of judgment on what's going on with these allegations.
Well, this is
once
like
done, then he can talk whatever he needs to say.
Go ahead, Blue.
No, I was gonna say like everybody's fucking dropping them. Like I saw earlier today that like Costco dropped him as well, so he doesn't have a Costco membership.
Yeah, that's the problem with like staying silent. Is yeah, the problem with like being silent is, I mean, just look at Ezra Miller. This motherfucker is a definite fucking
menace to society.
Yeah, menace. Like all the shit that he's done has been proven, and he still gets his fucking The Flash movie. Jonathan Majors. I don't know what happened yet. Like, there's conflicting stories. Not all of it has come out yet, but the shit with Ezra Miller, these are known quantities.
Yeah,
he fucking terrorized Hawaii.
Videotape.
Yeah, and he still gets a fucking pass. Jonathan Majors, he hasn't even been fucking found guilty of anything yet.
Nope.
And he's been counseled by so many goddamn things. It's just, it's amazing. It's not amazing, because we all know about racism in America. So, or if you didn't, I mean, just look at these two things. If you don't believe me, I guess.
If you don't know, now you know.
When it all comes down to it, comes down to money because the Flash movie, they spent millions of dollars on making this. So it's like, are we going to take the L on this? Or are we going to release it and make some money off of it? So it's like, but then it's like also with the redheaded girl that's going to be in Aquaman, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard.
Yeah, the shit that happened with her lying on Johnny Depp about all the stuff that happened. Even though they were both shitty people, but like the movie's still coming out. I mean, they cut her roles, and like she has like 15 minutes of screen time, but that's enough to get like Supporting Actress award.
She's still in the film. She's still in it. No matter how much they cut her down, she's still in it. They didn't replace her. So, and apparently, the trailer for the movie dropped today. I haven't seen it, but looks there's a little bit of chatter about it. Apparently, the trailer has her in it for like maybe 5 seconds.
All right. I need to stop talking about this because I'm going to get angry. I want to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh
yeah. Cool.
Forbidden West. Burning Shores. Super long name.
Yeah.
Why is this so long? I'm just saying. It's a mandingo of names of video games. Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, Burning Shores. Just saying. That's a lot of words to tell about a game. Anyway, I have it. I am enjoying it, and I forgot what it was like to play Horizon Zero Dawn game because I've been playing like everything else since then, and I had to like remember how to fucking play these games. and it's been rather enjoyable. I love like the new side characters. I like the new storyline of Londra and like this new guy that's just gonna basically fucking nuke the Earth to get away from the Earth to get away from Nemesis, which is cool. Like I really like the game, and there's you get new weapons, you will get a new mount, which is cool, something that can fly and swim.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's honestly it's really enjoyable. What's up?
I saw like an avatar. You get a bird swifty thingy.
It's called like what do they call it in this one? I just played it. It's like a sun, not a sun. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it's been pretty cool so far, and it's based in L.A., which I hate, and it's like dead because just the way LA should be. So it's a perfect DLC for me because fuck LA. And if you're from LA, I'm sorry, don't die there. Just leave. Leave LA right now. Take all your friends and leave LA. It's a terrible area.
Yeah, LA does kind of stuff.
There's gonna be robot dinosaurs taking over soon, so get out while you can.
It's a warning shot. Oh yeah, I like it. It's a good DLC so far. It's Horizon Zero Dawn it's a good game.
That's right. Apparently, you haven't finished it, but they're already semi-spoiling the end of it, I guess. Because I guess the series teases the sequel. I mean, the end of the second game pretty much tells you a sequel's coming. You got to prep.
Yeah.
And I guess this one tells you even more that this is like, I guess, coming sooner than we expected. So I'm not sure. I don't have it. I don't have it yet, so we'll see. But I do want to play it because it does look dope. I do like Aloy. I almost platinumed the fucking second game. I platinumed the first game.
Nice.
So,
well, and you get you can get a Zenith weapon in this DLC. So.
Oh, finally! Holy shit! I mean, you get to use them in the first game, but you don't get to keep it. That kind of sucks.
You get to keep one, and it's pretty cool. I wish it did more damage, but hopefully I can upgrade it.
Yeah, I was about to say you should be. Almost everything is upgradable. So
yeah, the upgrades in this game are almost like obscene because it's like so much shit can be upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that sounds good. I can't.
I heard.
I
heard mixed reviews about it. I heard like it actually wasn't that great of a game. Like, is it short or something?
There's a gay character.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, and you can romance the gay character if you wish. Apparently.
I mean.
Oh yeah.
If I was single, I would wish to. I'm just saying.
Damn. I mean, she does look bad.
What's up?
She does look bad. I mean, let's be honest. Almost everyone, most of the people in Horizon are pretty swole. Like, there's a couple of, I guess, body positive people in the game, especially the second one. But
I wouldn't say they're swole. They're normal. I think they're normal looking people.
A lot of them have okay. So in the first game, there's the queen of the card, not the Carja, queen of the Carja, and her son. She has a protector. This black chick. She has a 12-pack.
I mean, that's what one does.
In the game, I was just like, "What the fuck?" And
there's not a lot of like 12-pack people in the game.
Well, the Sun King, he has a 12-pack.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. He has a 12-pack, and he's thirsting all over Aloy. Where's B-Boy? I know you're in the chat, B-Boy. I see. Back me up.
Okay, I remember there's somebody that's super thirsty. Isn't it a black guy, right? Or
no,
in the second one, right?
Her friend in the second one, he's actually not thirsty. What he tries to do is keep her grounded to her roots. To remind her that she's a Nora, and to not try to be too ambitious. Even though she schools him on technology that's like light years ahead of what he's used to, so he gets a whole new worldview, and then he meets the Gardney people. I can't remember the fucking tribe name, but he meets this kind of red bone that they kind of start they're like super falling in love, but he realizes that because of tradition, it's a little weird. So he's like one of the grounded characters. He's pretty cool though. Oh, and I guess
Avid?
Avid's the Sun King, is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Nord guy, the black guy, the guy with the dredge. His name's not Avid. I forgot what his name is.
Well, you said the Sun King. That's
Yo, I said the Sun King had a 12-pack. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't. Vod. Sorry, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, Abad. Yeah, he has a 12-pack.
You can imagine him. I think he might be gay.
Oh, Prodigy. You just call me Prodigy because so bad.
Look at you thought this guy was a Fuda.
Yeah, he definitely does not have a 12-pack.
I'm pretty sure he's pretty cut.
No, I'm pretty sure you're thirsting.
No, definitely not.
Like slow don't slow.
Like Arid, that guy. He's a bear.
I mean, first of all, like most of his like torso is covered.
Later on, it's not. He gets his Sun King.
Oh, Ninja, you're reaching, bro.
Look at his.
I'm looking at photos as we're talking.
B-boy, I know you're in the chat. You gotta help me out here.
He's not gonna help you because I'm literally looking at photos from the game as we're talking.
Pretty sure he's pretty young, but still.
No, god damn it. This is like the most average-looking body type.
Plus, then the girl in part 2, the Asian girl, the one that like had the guy that ghosted her and finds out that he has a girlfriend. She was pretty packed. She had like a 6-pack.
Anyway, let's keep this rolling.
Yeah.
Kind of jump back on the trailer. I mean, we talked about the Flash trailer that came out a couple of days ago, and I just want to speak on that a little bit. I mean, minus Ezra, but like the fact that we got more Michael Keaton Batman in this was pretty fucking dope. And I watched this entire trailer. I watched it twice, and I forgot Ezra was in it. I just mainly focused on fucking Michael Keaton's Batman. Every time, this one, honestly, it was super Batman heavy. Like we also got to see Ben Affleck Batman in this as well. Like we got a little glimpse of him. Then like for Michael Keaton's Batman, we got to see him do fucking cool shit. Like there's a scene where they're on the bat plane, and like he has Ezra Miller and his double, I guess the Flash of that universe, hanging from the plane. He's all, you guys got a parachute on your back. You know, don't worry. When you drop, it's gonna open or whatever. Like, where's your parachute? He's all, I don't need one. He's fucking like follow the plane, and as cool as Batman shit he does, he fucking like popped over his wings and like glide on down. But there's like another scene where he like fighting against people, and like he's thrown into the air, and he throws up the Batman. He like fluff out his cape and like turns to like a glider and fuck shit up. I was like, this is gonna be the best Batman movie ever. Like, it's not even a Flash movie anymore. Rename it.
Let me just come on. Can I just give my thoughts on this shit? All right, this is my thoughts on this. It's like literally, it's like you're watching a movie that's definitely about Hitler, but Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X are also in the movie, and that makes you want to watch it. Okay, but it's definitely about Hitler.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that's 100% accurate. But yeah,
and I hate that it's so. I still want to see it, but I'm not going to watch it because fuck that guy. Fuck that. And I fucking hate that, Hollywood is giving this fucking piece of shit a pass from terrorizing, from assaulting people, giving children drugs, kidnapping children. And we're all just supposed to forget about this shit for the sake of DC and the DCE. Like, what? Fuck that. Like, seriously, fuck that. I'm not going to watch that fucking movie because of that fucking guy. They should have literally trashed the movie and hired another actor to do that and, like, replace him in all of his scenes. Why are we doing this? Like I said before, Jonathan Majors, who has literally zero fucking felonies, or he's... How do I put this? He hasn't been convicted of a single fucking crime as far as I know. Ezra Miller has been convicted of multiple crimes. And he has a blockbuster movie that's supposed to come out later on this year, and he's just given a fucking pass. And we're all just okay with this.
And it looks like Ezra Miller is out in like the public, like promoting the movie as well, which
it's another issue. Like, what the fuck?
It's salt on a fucking wound.
Yeah,
what they could have done. It just had it. They could have really redone this movie, and like, I mean, they could have just done like certain scenes that he's in, or like even like have it so he's like just suited up. You can't really see his face. They could have.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff is CGI as well, so they could have gone in there and changed up that person to make him look like the new person they cast for it.
they
Like,
should have.
they should have had what's the name, Grant from the Flash CW show.
I mean, they should have. Also, I mean, Blue, if you're gonna watch a movie, go ahead and watch a movie because I mean, I'm not gonna shit on you for watching it.
I want to watch the movie bootleg.
Yeah, anybody else is gonna watch it, go ahead and watch it. But I'm just saying, I am not for very specific reasons because this dude, I was honestly, this is what is even more fucked up for me is because I was looking forward to this movie putting the DCU back on the goddamn map, and then we had this fucking insane person in his personal public life just terrorizing people, and he still gets his limelight. He's still gonna get paid millions of dollars after terrorizing a fucking an island country, or not a country. It's
a state.
Yeah, an island state. And it's just like, you know, fuck him. I guess we're just gonna just let him get his money. Like,
I guess so.
These are multiple failures.
I mean, yeah, I guess DC's fucking up too. They still have Amber Heard's in fucking movie as well.
Yeah,
so.
they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, and that's why I don't give a fuck about them anymore. So I mean, DC Comics, good with. DC fucking, you know, the extended universe.
Animated.
Fuck you. Fuck all of your shit. I haven't liked your shit from the jump. Y'all fell off since the Dark Knight. After the Dark Knight, when you try to do like the Marvel shit, where they try to like build a whole universe, you lost. Start over from scratch. Don't start over with the Flashpoint. And I understand, even though I said this, if you rewind the podcast, I said that the Flash universe, like them doing Flashpoint, is the perfect opportunity for them to fix their entire fucking DCEU. But not with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they had a step in the right direction with Wonder Woman, but still.
Yeah, the first one, the second one, not so much.
The second one, not so much. I mean,
the second one was good, but you know, there's a lot of issues with that.
There's too many missteps, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm conflicted as well because I don't want to see this. To me, I'm with Blue. This is a Batman film. Ezra Miller is just guest starring, in my opinion. So I really like Michael Keaton. I watch Birdman. I support what he does. I didn't watch the Founder. I still want to see that. But he's a damn good actor. Have you seen The Founder, Blue?
No, I haven't seen The Founder, but I want to. I think it's on Netflix right now.
In Netflix or Hulu. It's on one of those, yeah. So, I mean, I heard he did a good job. I saw Birdman. He did a great job in Birdman. So did the rest of the cast. That movie was crazy. But I feel like it's like an amalgam of his life when in the 80s. Because it's basically about a guy who was a superhero character in big budget movies. But he wants to be taken as a serious actor. So he starts doing stage acting and things start to go to shit. And he might be losing his mind. So it's a very, very interesting movie. It's kind of comical. It's kind of sad, but some crazy shit happens. Edward Norton does a fucking wild fucking job. Wild fucking job. It was really good. So I want to support him as Batman again. But then there's this fucking dude who like terrorized a small community as a star. And yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking a little bit because I'm like, fuck.
It's like we order a fucking like a T-bone fucking steak, T-bone fucking filet mignon piece of steak, and you find a fucking hair in it.
Oh no! You gotta throw the whole steak away. No.
Do I eat this? Oh no! You get a fucking perfectly made filet mignon.
Not just a hair, just like
done.
A cunt hair. A cunt hair from like
curly hair.
From like a cunt hair from like a known like meth addict that definitely has fucking herpes and Ganisow herpes. I'm just saying.
That's a definite. That's like a definite. Definitely.
You just gotta throw that whole motherfucker away.
Yeah, you gotta throw the whole thing away. This one, I'm just like, okay. To me, this is more like the 5-second one. This is something you're eating and you're enjoying, and you drop it on the ground, and you have 5 seconds to pick it up. Do you either leave it after 5 seconds, or you pick it up and you fucking eat it?
And that's where I'm at. I guess if you're a DC, fan, I mean, like if you're hungry enough, when was your last good DC movie? Like, when was it?
Oh, the last one.
Was
they're
it
all
Shazam
gonna say
2? No, definitely
no. They're gonna say Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Zack Snyder movies are fucking trash.
The 4-hour Justice League.
I'm not watching 4 hours of fucking Justice League. Fuck all that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm not watching a 4-hour fucking long Justice League movie.
I watched it 3 times.
I watched it.
Well, fuck you. How about that, Blue? Just saying.
I watched it 4 times. One time in black and white, one time in color.
I don't like Zack Snyder. I don't watch like to me, he's like he's not the business.
I like me some Zack Snyder, and I feel like he's had some missteps, but I feel like he can straddle back on. And with his Justice League, it definitely had like a lot more oomph to it, a lot more substance to it.
Listen, I mean, this is fucking hilarious. Could you imagine, like, if you made a mistake and you had 3 times to fucking fix it?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
I mean, I don't, because it literally never fucking happened. My entire life, I've never had a time where I could literally fix a mistake 3 fucking times, or at least twice, probably twice.
Oh yeah. It's usually called a homework assignment. That if you miss the date, the turn-in date, you still have like a couple hours or an extra day to fix it.
Oh, Ninja, do you know the last time I went to school?
I have no idea. Actually, to be honest, I have no idea.
1998 is the last time I went to school.
A long time ago, but that's
when I make a mistake, it is like it's done. Either I don't make a mistake, or I fucking make sure I
make it all the way up.
I make amends.
The internet was new to the public
in
at that time. There's no sending your homework in via email or such and such.
Yeah, I'm not for y'all that didn't know, like I'm not a I did not go to college, y'all. All right, probably not fucking surprising, right? Because my vernacular. Probably not, because I just said vernacular. But anyway, yeah, for somebody to like, if I paid you, say $50 million to make a movie, and the movie bombed, didn't make the $50 million back, or didn't make as much as I wanted you to make, then I gave you 3 other chances. That seems rather amazing to me. That seems fucking incredible to me. When you could literally give that money to another, probably more deserving director to make another movie that could make more money, that's more well received by the audience. But instead you focused on the same fucking movie 3 fucking times to maybe make your money back. And it's just, to me, it seems fucking dumb.
For me, I see it as his personal grief or personal tragedy was enough for them to, because he continued to work after the passing of a child. One of his children died, and he still worked. And he didn't have time to properly grieve with his family. The fact that the studio went back and said, hey, we'll let you finish your movie because you still worked and didn't get a chance to properly grieve your daughter with your family, we're going to give you this opportunity. To me...
What do you mean he couldn't properly grieve? Okay. I don't want to get in like...
He continued to work while his daughter...
he didn't. He fucking... Joss Whedon is the one who...
No, he continued. He worked and
you're rewriting history.
No, he... Look at the timeline. His daughter died in like March. He continued to work until like May. So they took him off of it, put Joss Whedon on. The movie came out in like the fall of that year because he came in and worked that whole summer.
Okay, so you said very conflicting statements. Joss Whedon is the one who took over the movie. Okay,
he did, but then when he took over the theatrical,
but it also does not like this doesn't make up for like his other poorly edited movies before that. Like the tragedy of his child passing. Like I can't touch that obviously because a child passing is awful, but even before that, he made major mistakes in his movies, major mistakes, especially with editing, Like a lot of his movies, they didn't make sense, and people just give this dude a fucking pass. I'm not doing it.
All right. I mean,
he got like 300 Watchmen under his belt.
he does.
Those are pretty decent movies, weren't they?
He does, but it's like he stayed very close
Super
to
Punch,
like
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch wasn't great, even though I kind of liked it. But it
Sucker
wasn't
Punch, Sucker Punch. So Sucker Punch suffers from editing issues as Opponent, but I do like the movie. I have the Blu-ray. That's like one of my first 3 Blu-rays is Sucker Punch. I saw that movie twice. That movie the weekend it came out.
Yeah, I think we watched it probably when like the bin has were like
We did.
close.
I was almost late. I showed it like right when I showed it right when the trailers had finished because I'd already seen it, and like Prodigy's brother, who I call the villain because he wanted to be called the villain. He called me out literally when I was sitting down. Like he called me out in the first 10 minutes. He's like, "You've already seen this, haven't you?" I'm
Wait,
like,
who?
Yeah.
Who?
The villain, Prodigy's brother.
Oh,
I call he wanted to be called the villain. I call him the villain.
It's actually looking at the movies that he directed. Like, he has a signature for his pictures, like kind of being like kind of dark and gritty. Because like if you think about 300 and like Watchmen, both of those like their filming quality is kind of on the darker side, like more contrast, and that kind of rolls into like Justice League and like I don't know, like Wonder Woman, like all were pretty. Even like Man of Steel, because he also directed Man of Steel, and like those movies were kind of on the darker side of the, I guess.
Yeah, they're dark.
Honestly, it's like darker visually. It was like nobody was
darker visually. That's what I mean.
Nobody was pulling fucking spines out of assholes. Like it was just like, literally the way it looked was dark. Like it was gritty. Like literally, when we say gritty, it's literally like the grains on the fucking screen, and dark means like the actual fucking film was dark. Like it has nothing to do with like actual content. Like it was pretty saccharine. So,
but then like the Joss Whedon version of Justice League, like the color palette for that was very like red and bluish. Like I know it was more red. Like it was a lot of fucking red in that. But like the Zack Snyder cut was a little bit more on the darker, bluer side, so it kind of made more sense. But
yeah, I just don't like the way that he does like his movies in general, like anymore. Like it just, like I said, you can disagree with me. It's okay. If you want to fight me, I'll fucking choke you out. It's fine. I just don't like his style of movies, and I think that he gets entirely too much credit from a certain fandom, and he doesn't get enough criticism for really destroying the DCEU. And
he's got.
Go ahead.
He's got 8 fucking kids. God damn.
Yeah, he has
no, not a few. That's 8. That's a lot of fucking kids. 2 is a few. 8 is a lot.
Is that a octuple?
Yeah, holy shit.
I think it's is it ocklets? It might be
I don't really give a shit
about kids were in the oh god, that fucking family, the Brady Bunch.
Or the Duggars. 6
kids, right?
It's so fucking weird that people have like so many goddamn kids in this day and age. Like, why are you having? And I'm not saying this. Sorry, about just like, because I don't want to shit on Zack Snyder for like 30 goddamn minutes, but I'm just saying like in general, because you brought up the Brady Bunch. Like, it's so fucking weird to me that people have so many goddamn kids. Like, why are you having fucking like? To me personally, I think 2 is like to replace yourselves on this earth, to replace yourselves on the earth. 3, okay, 1 extra. 4, kind of pushing it. 5, what the fuck are you doing? Beyond that, please stop. Like, why? I don't get it as a from a human reference. Why are you having so many goddamn children?
Yeah.
Some people
Nick Cannon's got like 12 right now. Like, dude, like.
Oh yeah, he has a lot. He has a lot of kids.
Learn to pull out.
Are you talking about who'd you say?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Oh, also Elon Musk. People don't know.
Yeah, he's got 8. He has 8 or 9 kids.
He definitely does a fucking parent.
Dude, Eddie Murphy's got 8 kids.
Yeah, he might have 9 now. I think he just had a kid, so he could have 9.
Dude, speaking of, I'm not gonna say it.
A lot of kids.
Eddie Murphy got.
No, not.
His daughters are hot.
Eddie Griffin has like 8 kids too.
Yeah, the whole I'm gonna have a bunch of kids. Like I don't get it. If you want to have more kids, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say this,
dude,
because obviously I'm here at this point, but just adopt some kids.
Eddie Murphy's got 10 fucking kids.
Yeah.
Damn.
I knew he had new kids because he only has like 2 wives. So he had his wife, his divorce or his ex-wife, and then he has his current wife.
But does he raise? This is what I don't know. Does he actually raise his kids? And that's one of the main problems that I have. It's like once you have like that many kids, especially in a short time frame, it's like there's literally no way that you can like raise them in a decent manner. Like just your kids are raising your kids, and you need to get some help, and it's just like.
I mean, he can afford me. He can afford the help, so
I guess,
dude. Clint Eastwood has 8 kids.
Really? I think.
Yeah.
That's one for what every decade he's been alive. Like less than that, I guess. Yeah, it's like the dude's like 3,000 years old. It's just like
yeah. Damn, I thought he was busting blanks by now. God damn.
I mean, he definitely is, but also you can reconstruct them blanks. I'm just saying he's got the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these kids are adopted. They're cats.
Oh,
I was gonna say, no. It's another celebrity. Maya Farrow.
Oh, Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow, yeah. Woody Allen's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got 14 kids, but so it looks like four of them are, and a lot of them are adopted.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like adoption to me is like obviously I'm speaking from bias, extreme bias. But if you want to have more kids, just adopt some kids. It's like if you're worried about like passing down your genes, then I mean that's kind of an issue too. It's like yeah, it's got to pass down your genes, but also you are more than just your genes. Like I can tell you 100%. That when you adopt a child at a certain age, at least, they're gonna pick up your traits, good or bad. So, don't worry about that so much.
Yeah, I looked at Mick Jagger's kids, and I think he might want to ask his wife on one of the kids. Because one of the kids looked like Jim Carrey. Like when I was scrolling through, I saw the picture of the kid. I was like, oh, this is Jim Carrey's family, and I was like, wait, that's Mick Jagger. Like, what the fuck?
But does he got moves like Mick Jagger?
Yeah,
that's the song, right? So I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
Moves like Jagger. Name of the song.
Wow. It's Maroon 5. Pretty sure.
Maroon 5, or it's Adam Levine featuring Christina Aguilera.
Ah, that's right. Look at you, the ageless man. I have more grays on my face than you do.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not counting grays.
I've got I can't right now because there's too many of them in my beard. So,
I mean,
what's that on your neck?
Oh, sorry. This is a open run. It's a aftershocks. So it's bone conduction. So I put it on my ears. Here, I'll talk while I'm putting it on. Take my earbuds off. But you see where they are right now. Like it's
in
front
that
of
little
my ears.
Flop in your ear, yeah.
And so I can hear as music plays is bone conduction.
Oh, okay. At first, I thought you braided your beard.
Oh, go ahead.
You braided?
I thought you braided your beard and you had like little beads hanging from.
No.
I was like, are you going full pirate?
My dad did.
Are you that drunk?
My dad did like the whole like he used to braid his beard. I'm not going that far.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like he had like 2 like seashells on the end of your beard. Like, we
should take a poll. We should take a poll from the listeners. See if they should vote if you should braid your beard, or one of us should braid the beard. I mean, you grow a beard pretty quick. It's not that hard to just roll it up.
I mean, I can like, but I don't know how to braid. Well, I used to know how to braid, but yeah.
You should get your daughter.
That'd be cute little. Yeah,
Have
be
your
a cute
daughter
little
braid her beard.
father-daughter
And
thing.
as I braid her hair, she'll braid my beard. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit, I was gonna start singing a song, but an R. Kelly song, so no.
Yeah, no R. Kelly, please. Like that guy's
Oh
gross.
no, don't do that. Don't
He
do that.
got a song that's called "Won't You Braid My Hair," and I'm like, I was
Yeah.
gonna say beard. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, you want to know
All right.
something kind of fucked up? So the same day, actually within the same set of minutes, I ordered my Star Trek liquor. So I ordered the Romulan ale, which is the vodka.
Oh, okay. That's why I
So,
didn't order. Okay, that's probably why.
yeah, I ordered the vodka, so it never came.
I think it's a different source.
So I got an email yesterday saying that I guess I mistyped my address.
Oh,
So I gotta
shit.
so I gotta pay again to get them to reship it.
You gotta pay again?
Yeah, well, not the order. I gotta pay like a reshipping fee, which is like $25.
Okay.
What the hell?
I'm like, yeah, and they're like, normally it's $40, but we'll give you a discount. I'm like, what? Like, okay, but I'm pretty sure I verified the first time, but whatever.
You should have been like, fucking hashtag on press. Like,
I know.
that shit fucking happen.
Y'all should give me your product, so because we're gonna shout you out, so you should sponsor us. Send. Business.
I really want this Chateau Picard now, though.
Yeah,
felt bad 'cause I bought all that wine, and then I had like,
Yeah, didn't get it.
Kay was like, "Do we have like the Picard wine?" I was like, "No, we don't."
damn. What's
Yeah.
even funnier is we held that bottle in our hands.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Jesus
had
Christ.
Comic-Con. They had like a case of that shit just sitting there. It was hella
Oh,
funny.
you
I'm
know,
like,
fuck
it's
it.
just,
I'm adding on the Chateau Picard.
God dang. It's funny because the both of us looked at each other. We're like, is this shit real? And
Yeah.
the person that was like curating, like, yeah, this is real wine. I guess it's made in California. I'm like, what the fuck? This is real? Like, what the? It's awesome.
Oh yeah, see, it's wow. Well, I guess it's a 3-bottle set on the site. We're back on the fucking Star Trek wine.
Yeah, the thing is, here we go. Y'all should send us a case so we can review your fucking wines and liquors on our show.
Yeah,
There you go.
brought to you by.
Brought to you
Star Trek
by.
wine. I'm just kidding. I can't because
They're not paying us.
this is the problem that I will say. Is that yes, I brought Star Trek wine, but it's not the greatest wine ever made. All right, so I will tell you that much. If you're buying their wine, you're buying it for maybe 3 reasons. 1, you love Star Trek, obviously, right? Fucking duh. 2, the presentation and the actual bottles are fucking dope. Like I can't deny that. So I'm just gonna end that too, because that alone, like their bottle design makes the experience that much better. But if you're looking for like, if you are a wine, what is the name of it? Like sommelier.
Oh,
Like this is not gonna. This ain't hitting your notes.
Are you trying to say sommelier? Oh wait, no, that's that guy I got.
Yeah.
Sommelier.
I know how to fucking say the words.
Juicy
I was
Smoothie.
stuck with you.
It's not Juicy Smoothie.
Yeah. If you're a sommelier, this is not gonna. I mean, when I get the Chateau Picard, I'll let you know. But so far, the 2 or 3 that I've had, they're not the greatest wines, but it is okay because the bottles I will keep for fucking ever.
Yeah, those bottles are fucking pimp as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure like they probably would have value like later on in life because this is based off of the show. Like they're from the show, so I could imagine this being worth money down the road. Like I don't know, like 10, 20 years from now. Like just an empty bottle would cost because like for example, like an empty bottle of the younger was going for like hundreds of dollars, and it's like, yo, this is just an empty bottle. Like, what the hell?
Empty bottle?
Yeah, and some of these that they have, like I drank, like what the fuck is this?
You have the
shit. The KBS one, the beer also, like the one with the Missy Mountie one, like that bottle was selling for hella money.
Yeah, it was the empty bottle. Yeah, but there's one on here that's like looks like a fucking weird ass tentacle or some shit. Yeah, just the bottle is fucking cool. Hold on, let me trying to pull it up, but it's like it's the coolest looking bottle. This isn't it. I'm trying to find.
I got the vodka, so now I gotta wait like another week before I get it. So we'll see. But the bottle's pretty cool. It looks like vodka that comes in this really fancy
So you got the vodka from Star Trek Wines?
yeah.
No, you
So
got it from
it's from
the
Star
second
Trek
site.
Spirit. It's Star Trek
Oh,
Spirits. So when you go to the Romulan Ale, it takes you to a separate site. So I bought it from there. They're linked from there. That's like their sister site or some shit.
I see. Star Trek Spirits
Yeah, I
is
went
what it's
there.
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I got an email.
That's why I was like, because like my shit came in like a relatively good amount of time. Like there's no
Yeah, no,
issues.
but
I
they
actually
said that
missed a delivery and they still got it to me.
no, they said I fucked up my address. So I was like, what the fuck?
But
So I
but
went
did
to
you fuck up your address?
I don't know. I didn't double check.
Sir.
I just I don't know. So I just went back and double checked. I did it yesterday,
Whiskey
so
too.
I'll probably get it by next week. Yeah, I wanted the whiskey
Okay.
too, so I was gonna get the whiskey, and I was like, I'm gonna wait and get my first bottle first, and then see where I go from there.
Well, I mean, like when you get it, we'll just save enough for the drunk cast
Oh,
because
oh yeah, I've
um,
more than enough.
Devil Tank, you're listening to this podcast. You're doing the timestamps. You commented on like a Facebook post that I had a couple of weeks ago, I think. But yeah,
Yeah,
there'll
I
be
saw
no
that.
drunk cast this week or next week or even the week after that. So I'll message you directly on like what's going on in my life. But yeah, I can't do it for like the next couple of weeks, at least the next 3 weeks, the drunk cast. But after that, I will save. I have plenty of fucking wine, the Star Trek
Yeah.
wine to
Well,
like literally fucking die.
we definitely have to do it on on a Friday because
Yes.
like if I'm gonna be getting wasted, like I gotta make sure that the sweetness is not working the next day because she sometimes work on Saturdays. I am not watching the kid with a fucking hangover. I've done it once. It's not a pretty picture.
No, yeah, no. And that was one of the main things because I know I want to do it like this Friday, but this Friday I will not be in a good emotional
I won't,
state to be drunk publicly.
I won't be here,
So
so
yeah, in a couple of weeks
I will
though.
be traveling.
Yeah, I'll probably be drunk that night, but
There you go.
yeah. So yeah,
My
in the
outro
next,
will explain why I
yeah,
cannot do it this Friday.
in the next couple, I would say probably at least 4 weeks from now. Give us 4 weeks, and then we'll know about the drunk cast. 'Cause I definitely want to do it, but it has to be on a Friday.
Who I
Because
steal
for me,
from?
Wednesdays are fine, but everybody else got to work on a Thursday. So
Yeah.
I don't work on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. So
There you go. I want to say this. Prodigy and we both saw Evil Dead Rise.
Oh
But
yeah, I have to bring that up.
I'm gonna save my review for when he comes back because that movie was super wild and I need someone else to go through it with me because it was an experience to say the least. That was definitely an experience. It was I if you're a horror fan, you should definitely see Evil Dead Rise, especially all you Deadeye fans and Bruce Campbell fans. I know he's not in it, but the legacy of Evil Dead is alive and well in this film. So I highly
Okay.
recommend seeing it, especially if you're skeptical or if you're complaining because Bruce Campbell's in it. This is definitely worth the watch. This is a well-made horror movie. I know it sounds weird, but it's definitely well made. There's been a lot, actually, really good horror recently. Scream 6 sounds weird, but it's actually pretty good. It's streaming. It started streaming yesterday, so I recommend seeing that one too. If you saw Scream 5, see Scream 6, both of them together, I
Damn.
would say do a double feature. They're pretty good together.
I've seen 3, 4, or 5. Like a damn
Four was
behind
four
time.
was kind of weak. Five is like a imagine Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's what Scream 5 pretty much is. It's like Scream: The Next Generation.
Did they travel in time?
Uh,
look at this.
yes,
He's got the
they
jokes
got
now.
it.
He's
Yeah, I
a
know, right?
goddamn Trekkie now.
Yeah, I'm trying to summon my David Chappelle if I can bring up Ochit.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Otherwise, government David Chappelle, sir.
oh,
David,
I mean, Jesus
not Dave
Christ.
Chappelle. Trying to protect him from the letter people.
I mean, we went hard on Picard because it's good, and I can't wait. I'm so hyped up on Star Trek. I need more. So in June, I'm definitely watching Strange New Worlds because I like the series.
I need
I
to
think
catch up. Yeah.
they did a good job with Pike making him unique from the other captains that came before. So he has his own quirks, and he has a different way of commanding his starship. So I enjoy their take on him. The rest of his crew is like kind of weird because um, a genetically modified officer or the offspring of one or whatnot. And generally, they're not allowed in Starfleet. So I want to know what the fuck is going on with that chick. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to season
Wait,
2. And
who was the person that was kind of like non-binary? Was that in Discovery? Who had like the
yeah, it's in
dead?
Discovery.
Yeah,
Discovery,
okay.
she had the non-binary, and she also had the non-binary trill or the trans trill.
Yeah, yeah. I
Was
like
she like
that.
legit, like non-binary? Like she didn't have any
Yeah,
of the body parts?
no, she
It
doesn't.
has nothing to
She
do with body
literally
parts. Goddamn.
no. She literally tells people how she had to identify her, and that's how she wants to be addressed in the show. I'm like, oh, okay,
That's like what is it called when you don't have any of the sex organs? Like
androgynous.
Munich, a Munich. Is that what it's called?
Munich, isn't it a
Yeah, is it
city?
like or Munich is like a person who's been castrated. I can't remember. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I'm drinking.
mutilation, is that?
No, isn't that what a Munich is? Like somebody who doesn't have either sex organs, or like they at least had one, they like chopped off.
You mean a mannequin?
Are you saying
No,
eunuch
not a
or
mannequin.
Are you saying eunuch or Munich?
Munich. What is
A,
Munich is a city. A eunuch.
a
I
eunuch
don't know.
is someone that had like they've had their genitals removed, but
Okay,
Munich is definitely a city. That's how I was laughing. I'm sorry.
I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, what the fuck? Buddha could be a term there as
I
well.
would not call a non-binary person a eunuch. No, like not at all. Like, there's you could have like all your genitals intact and still like
Still
be non-binary, or even like an asexual person, like as in like not being attracted to people. It's like, yeah,
not wanting to procreate or whatever they call it, whatever.
It's.
I just
Go ahead.
I think like if you say non-binary, that's like you're not one or two, so you're zero. So you don't have zero of the one or two. So.
You could still have the things, but also not want to use those things on somebody else. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Like it's one of those things where it's like we're slightly outside of that generation of mindset of like the non-binary, different genders, all that shit. Like we're generally speaking like sort of outside of that understanding, but we can get there. Like I'm trying to be there at this point. Because people are different. Like I think we've all met people that Jesus Christ, me and Blue, we went to a fucking a gay bar back in like fucking.
Hey man, you gotta use this word correctly. We didn't go to a gay bar where you could be fucking. We went to a gay bar for drinks.
What the hell?
We went to a fucking gay bar.
I didn't say gay bar for fucking. I said we went to a fucking gay bar. Anyway, we had an like we were there with another person who was was female, and cis female.
Is female.
Yeah, is female. Yeah, and we had a lot of Blue's experience was a little bit different from mine because he had to listen to some stuff, but we still had a generally good time there, and it was just it's just funny looking back on like that experience and like seeing all like the vitriol happening. Even like when I tell the story about going to that bar, I always tell the story about like how I was like trying to piss because like the door to the toilet was like broken, and I tell the story of like how I pushed my back foot against the door and I would pee like in a Power Ranger stance, as if like I was honestly worried about being raped in a bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
But that was like not the vibe like at all. Like in this place, like I had literally zero concern about being raped in a bathroom in a gay bar. So it's just like, it's like things like that where like you go back and think about it, and it's just like people that's back then. It was like they were kind of vilified to me of like those sorts of people, and like now thinking about it, it's like they're not They're just people, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to look at how the fuck do you spell?
Like my Louisiana story. Like it was a gay bar I went to, but like everybody was there. It was chill as fuck. They knew I was straight. Nobody was like trying to hit on me. But I mean, I got compliments. I was a good dude, which is true. But then again,
how does it make you feel? No. It makes you feel fucking dope.
It makes
right?
me feel good. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, everybody's fucking been like nobody's like I don't know. It was a good time. I had a good time inside of it. That gay bar, that's the gay bar we went to. That was, I mean, one of my favorite stories about going to a bar is talk about like going to that gay bar in Vallejo and the one in Louisiana. The stories that are attached to them are fucking great. Like they're memories I can like pass on to generation. Like I want my kid to tell my grandkid about it and stuff like that. I want to be on a Frenta, or what is it called? Oh shit, I'm all fucking up. The shit from Coco. Ofrenda, yeah. I'm gonna be on Ofrenda. Like, oh, this is
when you're dead. It's all like a little a post-it note. He went to a gay bar.
Yeah. You guys are reading about or talking about gay bars, and I'm reading about eunuchs. Apparently, this has been a practice from the second century.
Oh yeah, super long time.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like I'm reading their functions, and one of these doesn't make sense. One of them is their functions range from being a clandestine operator, or for espionage, or a concubine, or sexual partner, or they're guardians of women or harem servants.
Guardians make sense, but the sexual
that makes sense. I mean, if you cut your nuts off, that means you cut your nuts and dick off. Then you ain't having sex with the sultan's harem servants. So.
Yeah, I just recently, not recently, like over time, but especially recently, I'm like really noticing like these like steps of like vilification and like almost genocidal tendencies towards the LGBT, Q plus whatever community that I'm like reading about and seeing in the news. And it's like, I don't understand like why people are so angry about these people. Like, unless you are like attracted to, or I don't know, like I'm kind of exasperated about this, but that's like, they're trying to make it seem like this whole group of people are like trying to rape kids. And it's just like, but meanwhile you have like literally these whole church communities that are proven to hide literal fucking pedophiles, and you just give them a pass. And like, I haven't seen like crackdowns on like Boy trans Scouts. Or drag queens, or any of these things. I don't see any of these. Like, where are all the rapes coming from? Like I don't see any of that shit happening to children from this group of people, and they're being vilified for it. I don't get it. And it's making me more and more angry over the days, as a straight dude, because I see these same types of things that happen with like, black people and Jews. Like, they use these same crazy ass fucking excuses on like why we should, make laws against them and all this shit. And it's just like, I'm kind of putting my fucking foot down on this shit. Like, I'm tired of hearing about it. And I think that if a friend of mine happens to like even mention some shit like that to me at this point in time, like, we're not good until you have a different opinion on this. And if you're a listener, I guess we're not good if you think about that like that. So I'll say it like that. I don't think we're going to lose listeners for that, because like, you've heard me and us for the past long time, and I'm just I see the direction things are going, and it's not good for those people that are obviously not me, but at the same time, like, we've seen how these things go, and it's not in a good place. And I wish that people would just fucking stop and seeing them as people. And like, and if some of them happen to do like horrific shit, then yeah, definitely they belong, they should be held accountable. But I don't see that, and like nobody see like the data is not on your side.
Sorry, I have to apologize, but I was not listening to anything specific. Still in awe at
We
all of
can't hear
these
you.
units across. Wait, you can't hear me?
But no, I
You're
can't now.
breaking up.
You were breaking up for a second.
Yeah, I'm looking at units that were in service throughout the globe for centuries, and looks like there's pictures of some of these people. They were like
That's what you
clergymen.
looked up, bro. You looked up eunuchs. Can I see where the dicks were not
No,
curled?
no, no. They don't show what their bitch looked like.
Oh, okay.
So
Are you sure?
the majority of their role was to take care of the royal family because they were seen as more docile and not as threatening because
Safe.
they had no cock and balls. And they show a picture of a black eunuch of the Ottomans to the Ottoman Sultan as he attended the Sultan from at the Imperial Palace in 1912. So they oversaw the harem girls pretty much. But these people are in like ceremonial garbs,
This is
and
like
they refer to
Remember,
the black eunuchs in particular in the Ottoman Empire.
well, of course they
There's
will because they'll want to make it seem like it's like some voluntary shit. Like because it's the whole like
oh no, it wasn't. I mean, I don't know if it was voluntary, but they definitely were slaves.
yeah, but they you know say even what you said like a black eunuch, like you didn't say a black eunuch slave because they probably didn't even mention it. It's just
No, it's mentioned that they're slaves. It says
okay.
their fair portion of male slaves were imported as eunuchs.
Well, then they shouldn't
is it
even like consider them eunuchs. They should consider them as slaves that had their genitals literally removed against their will. Because
being mutilated?
yeah,
Well, it's interesting that you bring it up because, like, I can't remember what movie it was. Well, the first time I heard, like, even the phrase or the term Munich, it was like a comedy, like, type movie, and like the whole purpose of him being, I guess, castrated or having the genital removed was so that he would be more like not obedient, but more like he wasn't a threat. Like he wasn't gonna like sleep with the women. Yeah, he wouldn't sleep with like the women or such and such.
That's the whole
But he
reason
still
why
had like
in each of these countries, Korea, Vietnam, China, these people, these men, it's specifically men, had their genitals removed so they were less threatening to the royal family. They wouldn't rape the daughters or sons. I'm like, what the fuck? There's these huge passages about these eunuchs. A lot of them were like considered very regal, I guess. It's very strange to me. But it's a practice that's been gone on for centuries, even up until the 1900s. Very strange. Anyway,
it's not.
would a robot be considered a eunuch?
It's kind of fucked up.
yeah, cut your dick and balls off.
You say Prodigy?
That's good name. Hmm? Yeah, who said Prodigy?
Is Prodigy a eunuch? That's the name of this podcast. Since he's not on this, since he is not on this,
Fucking dead.
Damn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my stomach hurt. So, Prodigy has no dick and balls. For those you don't know, his dick and balls have been removed, or at least his balls are gone. He's neutered.
it's been donated to Dankness.
For the cause.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Damn. So
But you know what's not up? His dick, because he's a eunuch. I'm just kidding. He's not an actual eunuch. He just had a vasectomy.
Oh, I can't breathe. Oh,
I'll be seeing the episode. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
oh my god. Oh god. Oh, it's too good.
I have to make sure that I'm spelling eunuch correctly for the name
I
of the
get it.
podcast.
It's EU and
It starts with an E.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, that fucked me all up.
EUNUCH.
EUNUCH. Holy shit! Is that really how you? Goddamn! All right, I fucking mutilated.
So I guess
I seriously was spelling like I was spelling IUINQUE. I was like,
so I put a Q somewhere in there. I'm just
yeah. So so when you put a Q, it makes it sound like unique.
Yeah,
so it's like not the same.
I was kidding about the Q.
So, I guess the urban term eunuch is UNIC.
That's how I Cause goddamn it, I'm fucking urban. Cause I'm black. That's what it means to be urban. Is black.
I'm talking about Urban Dictionary.
But also urban means black.
So you can put both spellings in it. Fuck it.
You could have put a gun to my head and be like, spell Eunuch. And I'm like,
yeah, I'd have fucking
UIN.
Yeah.
Bam. There's a thing going around.
Even the way that it's spelled is not like EUNUCH. Like that's an old timey word.
It is
because it's not the way that we use normal letters and words in English. So
think of the word euphoria. How do you spell euphoria?
Yeah. Okay. Well, also, it's old timey word.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you think of like French, like to say we, like it's not spelled like WI or WE, it's OUI. Like when I learned that, I was like, get the fuck out here. There's no way.
In French, yeah, French is OUI.
Well, that's French, so that's another language. Can't really blame them for that. But
okay. So Eunuch is Greek. Because it goes to Greek to Latin. That's why it sounds okay. So I don't feel bad anymore.
But it's also like, I guess with other French words like depot, like Home Depot, for example.
Rendezvous is French.
Or Chardonnay. Like there's a T at the end, but the shit's Chardonnay. Yeah, Chardonnay ends with a T, right?
Yeah, no? Chardonnay does it? T. Yeah, Chardonnay ends with the T.
Yeah, with French words like
Chardonnay ends with the Y. Chateau.
I'm not sure. Chateau, that's what it is. Or Cabernet.
Oh, Cabernet ends with the T. Yeah.
We're gonna go through all the lines now. It's like, what's going on here?
we're going back to Star Trek wines.
Enough to drink.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Should we wrap it? Because
we probably should because we're devolving.
Let's wrap it up. So, Ninja, what you got populating, crackulating this weekend? We're gonna start with you because I know Chrono's got a story.
Oh god. Oh well, I
tell my story though. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a eunuch. I still have my cock and balls, but they're kind of.
Are you sure though?
Oh yeah, they're kind of sweating right now. I gotta adjust myself. So I want to start off with happy birthday to Blue. So you're going to be 1 year older than you were last year pretty soon. Like
more days.
Literally in days, yeah. So hopefully super drunk for you, Blue, doesn't ruin anything for you. Just drunk Blue comes out.
He should ruin everything.
Oh god did. But
I want
to. But yeah.
Anyway.
I'm gonna be chilling this weekend because I'm probably gonna be traveling. Not traveling, but I'm gonna have more free time in the next month. So I'm gonna take this last kind of hurrah as like a cool down thing. There's a lot of close people to me. Their birthdays are this weekend, including Blue. So I'm gonna be. I talked to Stitch earlier today. We were playing Modern Warfare 2. Started a new fucking mode, Plunder, which is Stitch's favorite fucking mode. Probably going to be playing that with him and probably Prodigy if he ever gets his nuts reattached. Probably not. I got Resident Evil 4 because I beat Resident Evil 3. And, Jedi Survivor is out, I think either tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow, because some people already have it, or Friday. I'm going to get it this weekend. I'm going to be balls deep in some Star Wars fucking Jedi Survivor. I will be twitching it out.
Yeah, you can't be balls deep as a eunuch. I'm just saying.
I'm not the eunuch. That's Prodigy. He ain't here right now because he's looking at ball reattachment consultation. Anyway,
he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like that guy from Wild Wild West with Will Smith, the guy who got like the bottom half chopped off.
Body. Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, I didn't plan on going in. Yeah, I'm not leaving anywhere until like the following week. But yeah, that's probably about it for me.
For myself, my birthday's this weekend, so the students and I and the little guy, we're going out of town for birthday. We're going to some place fucking random. Like this is some place that you never like. Why the fuck are you going there? But we're going to Eureka, California.
Oh, I was gonna say Utah.
Which is like,
you're going hella far. You're going to Bear Country.
I don't know why, but I've always wanted to go there. I think it's mainly because like I love the show. Like, there's a show called Eureka where like
or no, the one on I don't know about.
Isn't that the Supernatural show?
Yeah.
Not Supernatural. It's like super sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're trying to go there.
Eureka, and they're like a bunch of smart scientist people, blah blah blah.
Bruh,
but yeah, like there's one really cool thing. They have a zoo there that has like a bunch of like redwood trees, and they have like a plat like I can't what's it called. They have like a scaffolding where you can like walk between the trees, but it's like up very high. So I'm excited about that. You know, I'm taking a little savvy with us. Lost Coast Breweries out there too, so I'm hoping to check that out. Yeah, so I'm definitely checking that out. Check it out, like different kind. I just
drink the Brother Thelonious.
Okay.
One of their best beers. It's a Belgian quality.
I go there for like on my birthday for lunch. But yeah, I just want to try something different. Like usually when here in California, like you usually go down south, like LA and stuff like that. I'm like, let's go a little bit north. I mean, there's like Tahoe, but that's more kind of northeast areas. And I just kind of want to see something different. Plus, I've seen pictures of that area. There's like something called like I think it's called the Great Highway, where basically like you just drive through redwood areas, but there's like certain areas where you actually like drive through the trees and shit like that. I'm like, yo, I want to check that out. That seems pretty fucking dope.
It is dope. Me and Kay have done it.
Yeah, I think you guys did it like for one of your anniversary, right? Like I went somewhere.
Went to some trees.
Nice hotel. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Like Sebi's little bash is just constantly fucking growing, talking like the words you say. It's like, god damn, it's ridiculous. But I don't know, it's all cool. I'm really excited about my birthday. But Kronos, I know I saved you for last. I didn't skip over you. I saved you for last. I know you got some stuff happening, but what's you got populating? It's our next episode.
Yeah, so hopefully the next episode will happen soon. I can't say when it'll be because obviously, like when we do podcasts, it's recorded on my computer. But the next week will be difficult at best for me to record. I'm gonna try to get something out there, and if things go wrong, I don't know what's gonna happen with the podcast. So, but I'll try to keep it going. So hopefully things will go okay on Friday. I'm really hoping for that. I would like to thank everybody for supporting the podcast, watching. Thank you, Mahai Blurred, once again for a super chat earlier. Appreciate it. And thanks to everybody else, that's on the podcast. Blue Prodigy, Old Ninja, Stitch when he is on occasionally now, I guess, for doing this. We talked about doing this like a long time ago. We kept it going for like a number of years, and hopefully we will be able to do this for a number of years more. But yeah, I'm just going through a lot right now. Just trying to get through it. So hopefully next week you'll see me again and it'll be okay. And I'll be able to talk about some of it next week or after that maybe, hopefully. So yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Owned it with those words. Can you take us out of here?
Yeah, make it so. All right. You just experienced Black in the Black Times Infinity, the Yankees podcast on the airwaves or on the interwebs. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BTI. It's BTHANBTI. Anywhere and everywhere. What the fuck? You're drunk already, Blue. Drunk Blue's coming out. You can email us at btmbti@gmail.com. We have a Discord on there. It's getting a lot of activity on there more recently. Let us know if you want to join. Check out our official website, benheadproductions.com/btmbti. Every Wednesday, 8:30 Pacific time.
Specific time.
Specific time. We go live-ish. You know.
Non-Eunuch time.
Non-Eunuch time. Full balls out. Yeah. We're on mostly everything social.
That's like outside of balls deep.
Damn.
Balls out, inside your body.
Balls out. Wax on, balls off.
Balls gone.
There you go.
All right. I guess we're off this bitch. Logo. Diddle-doo, 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 diddle-doo. Oh yeah, we're on.